Let's see. Good morning, Deb. Good morning, Barb. I was getting myself dressed, believe it or not, a little early. Let me turn my chat to all messages. There we go. All right, now that I've got my breath, this is something I'm working on, or at least I cut it. I may be working on it when I go away, but I have this. It's for a new project. And let me just move all this aside. And let's go with what I have done. Let's see. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Marie. All right, so I'm going to just show you because I already have it. So it is sewn. I sewed last night. I came home from school. We did dinner. We played a couple card games. And before I went to bed, because I wanted to go to bed at 6 o'clock, I was really exhausted. So I forced myself to do something. If I watch TV, I'll be asleep in 2 seconds. So I normally do not quilt or piece at night, but I did do it. Yesterday. I needed to do something to keep me awake, and this definitely kept me awake. I got into it. Hi, Melanie. Good morning. Let me put on my glasses. Here we go. So I could see. So I did that, and so I went ahead and put together all the actual star blocks, and I cut all the fabric for the blank squares. And then this morning, I got up at 3:30 this morning. I didn't get much sleep because I was getting myself ready to go to bed around 7:30 because what was the timeline? I don't know. I just know I sewed for quite a bit. And I was getting ready to go to bed around 7:30, I think. But then I stayed up till like 9:30. I don't know. I just laid in bed, resting, of course. But I got up at 3:30, which is not really that great. And I laid there for about an hour and a half, and then I came up here and I put together the blocks. And then I got the border to get ready. And then I'll show you something else we're going to work on after I finish this Creative Notions box. I'm going back to the Dresden plate quilt, the navy blue and white checkered. I decided to do something completely different than what we discussed. Go figure. Good morning, Annette. So there's a lot. I got a lot prepped for that too. And then I was cutting a quilt because it's coming up on Memorial Day. I should have made some movies, but my son was home and I didn't want to start talking and making noise when he was trying to sleep. So hopefully I'll do that this afternoon. But it's Memorial Day is coming up, and inspired me to do a red, white, and blue kind of quilt. I was going through my panels, and I found a panel that I thought would make a really nice quilt. And what you saw in the basket was I went through my bucket of red, white, and blue fabric, or patriotic type of fabric. And I did the best fabric pull I could do using my stash. And I'm kind of excited to work on it. It's a great way to honor my dad, who was, in the military, And the best way I could honor him is he was such a giving person and did so much outreach and just a whole lot of stuff like that. And so I thought, Pat's not on here, so she'll be pleasantly surprised. I thought the best way I could honor him is make a blanket for a vet that is living, right? Because my dad's not with us no longer. So that's what I had kind of decided I wanted to do this morning. It was a good way to honor Memorial Day, a good way to honor him, and a good way to honor a vet. So why not do another quilt of valor? Why not? I need a patriotic table runner. Well, let's see. Look what I found. When I was going through my red, white, and blue, I had gotten this last year in my ginger quilter box. And so, yeah, I found that, put that up here for decor. Put that up there. So yeah, so I was excited to do this pattern, this pull. Now my dad was in the Air Force and then in the Army. And the pull, did I do this from 1, 3, 4, 5? Oh yeah, I did this right. 6. The panel I found to me resonated that maybe it would go to a person that maybe that's in the Navy. There's nothing Navy about it. It really could go to any vet. It just, to me, it has a little feel of, well, I guess it could go to, I'll show you, you'll see. You'll see. You may not see it today because I want to finish these other two, but I don't know. It gives me a very, well, it's like a fisherman themes type of panel and talks about fishermen. So it's a very like sea-like quilt. So maybe a Navy vet or maybe just a vet who loves fishing, My dad was not one of those people. He did not like fishing. That was not his thing. His thing was he liked gaming. He found gaming in his older life when he wasn't so young. Gaming was an older thing and it was on computers. It wasn't on a TV. He loved Lara Croft. loved playing Lara Croft. And he loved watching movies. So he definitely was not the fisherman, but still, I think he would be honored that I am making a quilt to dedicate in his memory, but to give it to a vet. So I thought it's something I could use right now. Good morning, Regina. And then when I did my fabric pull of what I had and what I could do with what I had had a 1 yard cut of confetti white left from retreat when Lynn and I went, and so I'm using the rest of that. And whoa, am I just short? Look at this. You've got to be joking, right? You got to be kidding me. Look, I mean, I have more, but still, I don't like to put an extra little piece like that. So let's see what we're gonna do. So this is what I do. I personally, this is just a personal thing. Good morning, Catherine. So instead of having a 1/2 inch of this, I'm going to take this and I am going to, I don't know, I think I'll go right here. Yeah. And put a seam here. This is how I problem solve these. Okay, and now I will just cut there. And I could use this at the end if I need it. It just, then I don't have this weird thing at the very end. let's see, where did it go? Here it is. Put that there. I have oiled the chair and it still squeaks. It's just going to be a squeaky chair. I think it's resolute to just be a squeaky chair. I did actually, after I cleaned this that day, when we did that, when I bored you all to death about that, that's when I got off and I oiled the chair. It still squeaks. All right, so yeah, I like that much better. And I will definitely, I just cut 5 of these, so I definitely need to cut another one because clearly I need more. All right, so here we are. This is going to be really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Oh, here it is. So this Creative Notions box was chock full of stuff, right? We did a pillow. I did that. I have this. They have a pattern, not a recipe. My head wants to say recipe. On, oh, I did do this wrong, didn't I? No, yeah, I did. Oh, well. So normally I put the sides and then the top. Today, apparently I'm doing the top and then the sides. It's all good. I'm doing it the Pat Sloan way. Pat Sloan does it that way. She does the top and then the sides. All right, I'm gonna come over here and press. I'm almost. All right, well then, being that I did the top and now I need the sides, I definitely need more fabric because that is not going to be enough. I thought I was doing the sides. Did you finish all the panel quilts from Soft Squares? I did. I actually went on Facebook, and I don't go on there often. I went on Facebook and I did post my pictures. There's one that I have not posted a picture of because I did not do the movie this morning because I have to finish it, and this is part of it right here. So this one I have to finish. I wasn't in a filming mode yesterday. I was tired, but yet I wanted to just sew. And I'm not a night sewer. I really am not. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I felt like last night sewing did me some good. All right. So we have, I don't know, I might even need another one. Oops. Oh, this is my big one. Definitely needs another blade. Let's try this. I don't know. I may need another. I cut 5. This would be 6. So on the pattern is correct. The picture, it's just showing you a picture of a larger quilt. That's all it's doing. And I still have more, in case if anybody wanted to know that. All right, let's see. I'm going to show you here before I do the camera. We're getting there. I still haven't long armed. I was supposed to long arm. That's why I came up here last night. I was supposed to long arm that baby quilt. It will get done. I just didn't do it. Are we wrestling today? Good morning, Jessica. My coastal cottage is complete and will ship soon. Yay! I cannot wait to receive these houses, barns, whatever it is you want in our community. For those who are on here and do not know what I'm talking about, I am looking for house blocks or community blocks, whatever you think should be in our community. And here we go. And they should be, I should know this. You'll have to go to my post. I'm not going to guess what I said. What is it, Jessica? 5.5 by 9? Is that what we said? Or 5 by 9? I don't recall. It's in my post. It's in my post. I have to write this down somewhere. I'm too much. I am too much. The problem is I got too much on my mind. That's what the problem is. I have too much going on in my mind. 5.5 by 7. Thank you, Deb. Thank you. 5.5 by 7. Send me something. Could be a tree. It could be a building. It could be a mini bar. It could be a silo. It could be whatever you want it to be in our community. It could be that the bottom is a background and the top is this little tiny piece, butterfly or bird, or whatever it is that represents you. You could put your name on it. You don't have to put your name on it. And it's going to come back here. It's going to come back here. No, I think I did do this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I did this right. What did I think? Oh, no, I did it right. Okay. Oh, you see, I thought I did it wrong, but I did it right. All right, here we go. We're going to put the top on here. So, yeah, so there's so much to do. And we're leaving, and I haven't even started packing because I keep looking at the weather. That doesn't look great. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Loretta. Good morning. Did I see Mama J for some reason? I thought I saw her. Andrea. I saw that we're wrestling for a little bit this morning. Good morning, Joyce. So much. So little time. My son is on his way back home. He had that thing where nobody wants to leave Puerto Rico. Once you get there, you just don't want to leave. Freaking out a little about Puerto Rico because today is a heat alert. The conditions are going to be 111 to 121 today. That's unheard of. There's alerts, and I'm starting to think that I need to talk to my mom about maybe having someone go in there and at least get drop in 1 AC. We don't have any kind of thing like that, and we may need someone to drop that in. That might have to be a must before we get there, because it's only going to be a little bit over a month, but still I want to get prepared. Yeah, good morning, Giovanna. So I don't know, I'll have to talk to her today. If not, we can always sleep at her house. She has some, so because I mean there's electrical panels and stuff. I just don't have like something like a lot of plugins. I do have some, but not a lot. All right, so look at that. Yes, so I went all the way to the end with that. And this one, let's see. I have a piece left over that I can add to this. Let's see what we got going on here. I may just need to cut another strip, and that's okay. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be tight. Let's see. Oh, actually, that looks perfect. So maybe we will put all these together. All right, let's use it up. Why not? Why make more scraps if we don't have to make more scraps? All right, so what I've done is, if you have this Creative Notions box, or if you don't have this Creative Notions box and you're thinking you might want to do something like this, as you can see, a box is a great way to start, because you get all the, well, in this case, not all boxes do you get all the fabric you need, but in this case, it was good because I got everything I needed. I even got the inspiration from the pattern. I just kind of made it my own, which is a good thing, honestly. All right, so we have that. And I'm going to take this other piece that I cut off earlier, so it didn't look strange, and we're just going to add that to this. And I think I will have enough. Here we go. Let's see. Good morning, Teresa, Rowena. Wow, we're all up here on this morning. Oh, I have to do this opening. This is from Alicia. I have to do that. I've had that there for a bit. Let me grab some cards. All right, while I sew this. Ready? We're going to go, where am I? Ready? Here it is. I am a country. I have a tradition of superstition and folklore. I am culturally split between North and South. I am called the Emerald Isles. Right, Isles? I don't know. May have mispronounced that, but you know what I meant. But I'll tell you what is one of my it's one of my places on my list, on my very long list I would like to go to. Oops. I did not reinforce that beginning. I'll go back and do it. My mama went here twice and she loved it. A friend of mine retired there. She just sold everything here, packed everything up, and retired there. I like that, Regina. Yes, you are a queen, and you tell him that. Good for you. Good for you. So, what is our guess? It's probably neighbor, and I don't really know geography, so I may be wrong on this, but I'm thinking it's neighboring Zaza. Nobody knows? Okay, I'm going to give you more treats. More treats. Yeah, I would like to give you treats. Oh, someone has it. I just saw it. Giovanna, maybe someone else had it too. It is Ireland. Yes, Ireland. Good old Ireland. All right, so we have that. Here it is. Okay, ready? Here we go. We have another. What am I? Ready? Love the fabric you are working with. Gives me Little House on the Prairie vibes. It does to me too. I'm so glad. Hattie, before you finish the question. Oh, I have to scroll up. That's what happens. Ready? So here we go. What am I? I am a metal and an element. In nature, I'm usually found in a pure form. When thin, I am a leaf. Parker and his friends like to find me. Let's see. Of course, that was not on there. Parker and his friends like to find me. That's just because I watched that show with my honey, which is Gold Rush. And yes, it is gold. It is gold. Yes, I love me the gold. Okay. Now I have no idea. Oh, look at that. I'm short by this much. Okay. So we're going to go over. I have some pieces of fabric that, oops, that I can use. Hold on. I have some scraps. I just don't want to cut into that big piece of fabric. How many inches is this left? I have a 10 and a half. All right. And I made an extra one of these, so I miscounted. It's 7 of each one. And these are the scraps from this quilt. Here we are. Okay, I'm going to use that scrap. I am not going to cut into this. This is long enough. Here we are. It has been cold here. So while you are all telling us it's 90, Zaza must have heard her name. I see Zaza everywhere. It has been cold here. Yesterday it was freezing. I came home and I was so cold. Oh, good morning, Joya Fishing. Go over there, ladies. Go see our friend over there. Yeah, I'm just going to take this piece. Well, I'm gonna cut this off. I'm gonna take this piece off and put on this one. Where was I going with this? I don't even know where I was going. I got so distracted already. I'm going to take off this piece and put on that other piece. Let's go with that. And put that with the scraps as well. You know me, I just like a nice, I just don't want a 1/2 inch, little piece. Here we are. Ooh, I'm very close to, I don't think I have any bobbin. I'm very close. Yeah, look. I'm glad I noticed that. What did you miss? Most of your lives, I'm at work, off today getting ready for an appointment. Well, I hope you get all the answers you need for that appointment. There we are. So yeah, so it's been cold here. And yesterday I had on my vest, my heated vest, and it's going to be a cold day again today. I cannot wait to get into some nice heat. And then this week, while I have off of work, the rest of my week, it's supposed to be cold and rainy. I'm so disappointed. I wanted such good weather. I was really disappointed. Last year, I think for Memorial Day, when we were there, we had fantastic weather. So that was a little bit of a disappointment. All right. I'm hoping the weather changes. It says right now that it feels like it's 34 outside here. 34! That's a little too cold for me. That bad weather is supposed to slowly shift its way down here to me. Oh, Jose is not really early for you. So there we go. I posted or shared pictures of his beautiful fish tanks. Well, his fish. Not for nothing. It makes me wish I had our fish tank back. We had a giant fish tank, and I gave it away. Probably about last year when I redid that room to become my sewing room, or my second sewing room, my antique sewing room. It was freezing here yesterday, but lovely and sunny today. Oh, that's good. So, yeah, so it's been freezing, and I do kind of want to fish, but you know what? I think I'll just live vicariously through all those fish. Where we got elf fish, and we've got we have Jose's channel, The Joy of Fish Keeping. The thing is that my joy is to sew a lot more than to clean. So there we are. Look, it is done. I am going to put this up. So I'm going to move the camera, just letting you know we're moving the camera. There we go. So if I did this right, this should fit a twin size bed. I have not made a twin size thing in a long time. Oh, I have not done that in a long time, I don't think. Because according to my sheet here, a twin size should be around 63 by 87. So I put a 5-inch border on both sides. So it's 63 and a half. Perfect. 63 and a half. Maybe I have done twin and I didn't realize it. Yeah, an 80. So I guess I have done twins more than I thought I have. But yes, so if you do this, or if you have your Creative Notions box, so I just use this, alternated the stuff, and then put a nice big chunky 5-inch border all around it. Yeah, Leanna's dressed. That's right, I'm dressed. That's why I was 3 minutes late, because I came out of the shower a little bit more than I thought. I must have missed something, because Jose, you are getting something done to yours. Wait. And it starts. Well, I hope you're feeling better. Not a problem. I know you got kiddos to tend to. No, but you normally don't. And so when I went last time, these were the pants that I think I showed you, like when I unpacked my car. These are those mom jeans that I didn't think I was ever going to wear in a long time. And this top came from my mom a long time ago. So yeah, we're doing good. And so here, voila, this is it. Okay, now we've enjoyed it. Now we're going to take it down. We're going to take it down because we have another quilt to work on. And let's talk about this quilt. And these here, this is what I have. Let me just show you, though, what I have. I have an extra star. I have these extra pieces of scraps, right? And I have these pieces right here. I have, after all this, and yes, you could make this quilt probably to a full or queen with this. I have an extra 10.5 inches here. I have an extra, with the fabric, an extra 23.5 inches. And an extra 23.5 inches. So I have nice pieces here to do something else with. And I plan to do something else with this. That's why I'm keeping it together. Okay, but now we're gonna go to the next quilt. So, moving the camera. Now we have, let me get everything together. Let's put this back up. We've seen this. We have to work on it. All right, here we go. I had to re-iron it. So we have that. Look at this. So the person who gave me this book and template also gave me this template, which is called the Half Hexy Template by Natalie Dawn for Missouri Star Quilt Company. I just didn't take the paper. I guess I cut all that out without even taking the paper off. Look at me. Oh, Leanna. You'll see it much better if I actually take off the paper. But I did cut everything. Thank you. Well, it's Cape. It's my first Cape. I've never had Cape before. Maybe I've had a scrap here or there, but I've never had Cape before. So here it is. They have, oh, actually, if I do it that way, you could actually read it. Hexagon template. So I got thinking, maybe this would be good too to use. And I took my scraps and I did this with my scraps. I cut them up. Yes, I cut them up. And then I sewed one of the sides. So I thought, let's create something different. And let's do something a little different than just the regular border. We use the scraps. I love using the scraps. Love using the scraps. So we have that. I thought this is what I wanted. The only thing I haven't figured out, and I'm trying to figure it out before I do it, is I don't know if I want a strip. It can't be white because I need the white for the Memorial Day quilt. So I'm thinking maybe taking a 2.5 inch strip and putting that around it and then putting this. It's just a thought. And here is for the other side. I'm going to show you how I sewed it because it was a little tricky, but actually it was great with this because look, we got these little cutout things. So after cutting this out, I had 3-inch strip, like, you know, with the selvage, what was left of, I had a piece like this that was left and had selvage and a piece of fabric. And what I did was I slivered and got it as wide as I can, and it's 3 inches. So I have this 3-inch, which that means I used up all my leftover pieces from this. And remember, this is the leftover quilt from the original quilt. Do you all remember the original quilt? Where is the original quilt? Oh, where is that original quilt? So there is a whole thing on this, and where is the original quilt? Well, the original quilt is somewhere in this pile. Let's see if I could pull it out. Oh, it's somewhere. Okay, I can't find it right now, but this is the scraps from the original quilt. So I did the original quilt. These are the scraps. And now I'm using the scraps from this into this. I'm going to put this, though. I love using the leftover fabric and borders, too. Yeah, I'm loving this. Loving. Yeah, I think it would look fabulous, too. So I'm going to put a navy strip. And then this quilt is extra long, but not so wide. So I'm going to just put I'm going to put this on the top. So I have this on the sides, because if not, this would be ridiculously long and odd shaped. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to put a navy, this, and then this will have the navy, and then this will just have a regular border of this fabric. And I had just enough, believe it or not, to do exactly that. So, and then I don't have scraps. Well, that's not true. I have scraps, but they're like teeny tiny little scraps. But I was happy. I got this one together. I didn't think that you needed to see me. Well, you see me sew stuff like this, but you know what I mean. I sew these, but what I want to do is take the time and show you this. All right, I'm moving. Good morning, Muriel. Good morning, Deborah. So here we are. I'm going to have to pull out that other quilt so you could see the timeline of the quilts that is going on. If you decide to put the navy strip 2.5 inch be too wide, try 1.5. Okay. We're going to put this here. So I need to sew these two together, and you probably have done this numerous times, but I go ahead and do that. And wait, now what did I do this morning? I was figuring this out this morning because it's not something I do often, but I'm going to pin it. I didn't pin this morning, but I want to pin it so I could show you. These cut out, you know, those little edges that you cut out. Look at that. So it goes right to that tip. And yes, you see like a little dog ear. And then right to that tip. And then it's perfect. It comes out perfect every time. Let's see. I'm seeing navy, hex, navy. So that's the way I did this quilt, is I just put this right on here and just followed the markings. Put that here. It's a little like unusual for me because I normally don't sew these shapes, but I'm glad I'm playing with new things because it's fun and it gives interest. So, I mean, it is biased, so you have to be careful a little. That is not too much waste because can use a lot of the scrap. Yep. Oh, I try to use everything down to the shreds that go into the doggy beds. I have one pillowcase that's almost full. I feel like I had more shreds than I have this year, and I don't know if it's because now I'm being more conscious of cutting, believe it or not, even though I make crazy, ridiculous mistakes. I am trying to be more conscious. So I use up everything. Here we are. So it's a little weird, right? Having to offset things this way, at least for me. Good morning. Oh, and Reese Twingo Paranormal. All right. We watch some paranormal, don't we, ladies and gentlemen that are on here? Our quilty friends. We spook ourselves right off. Get ourselves all spooked up. All right, so now, here we are. The lining up is the part. You gotta kind of take the time to do that. But I kind of liked it. And I'm glad because I had not used that template at all. You're a craft person. Well, that's good. And we're paranormal people here too. So that's good for both of us. You must have a channel. I have to lay those blocks out too. All right. So where do you paranormal yourself to? Let's see, we have a couple of guys from all different places. Here it is. I'm in the UK. How fabulous. There must be a lot of paranormal activity going on over there, I'm thinking. Not that we don't have our own. My house has paranormal stuff going on, but it's my Grammy. It's all good. She's a good ghost. But my parents, the house that they had up here, I don't know if that was good paranormal. That sometimes creeped me out as a kid. So it was a composer who owned the house before my parents, and the house was a very, very old house. And sometimes at night you would hear like someone walking across the attic, and I swear you would think that they're going to play the piano. Only living people are bad. Yeah. Yes, that is so true. There's a lot of history, right? I think that's why I like the show Outlander so much, because it's like that's way paranormal there, right? I don't know. I just love that. But then again, who doesn't like those men in kilts? I think you've heard me say that one too many times. Uh, did I miss someone in the chat? Hi, James. Oh, hi, James. We are up to quilting. We are up to quilting. That's what we do here on this channel. We quilt. We quilt until we can't quilt no more. All right. Now this is getting long. I got a pin. When we get to this, I have to pin. So in case if no one has done a hexie, here we go. I don't know if I'd like to do a whole quilt of this hexie, maybe. You know what I should look up? I should look up, you know they make these templates is because they've done a triple play or something. I should look up if they've done a triple play using this template and see what they've done with it. Let's see. All right, here we go. I lived in a house. It was built in the late 1800s. Lights would turn on and the doors would open and close. Rooms would glow with a blue light in it. It was really weird, but it didn't really scare me. Yes, we quilt and go on adventures. We definitely are going on adventures. All right, so we have now the other side. So now all we need to do is press this, and I need to put a skinny border on this and put these on here, and then another border, I think, and it'll get me the size so that at least we're still adding size to the length, but not as much as to the sides, and that I really need to do. The live exactly. Trivia adventure. Okay, so here we go. I am a philosopher. Sigmund Freud and I had a falling out. Sting is reading my book on the cover of Synchronicity. I coined the words introvert and extrovert. The Myers-Briggs test is derived from my theories. I wrote my dissertation about occult phenomena. Occult phenomenon. It's not a phenomenon because that's not how you spell phenomenon. All right, well, you know me in words here. House of Blue, like freaky. I theorized about the collective subconscious. I've never heard of this person. I hope you have. I took a couple of hours to make my hair scrunchies, but now I'm back to sew Busy Bee quilt in pink shades instead of yellow and black. Oh, cool. Good morning, Joydy. Okay, I'll give you the initials. CJ. CJ. He's a philosopher. He's a philosopher. CJ's a philosopher. Oh, I've got to open up this, and then I got to head out, don't I? I just looked at the time. Where's the time go? That's the thing is, it's 7 o'clock. The time goes too fast for me. I want more time with you all. Honestly. Oh, we got it. Kathy's got it. Carl Young. Correct spelling. Okay. Well, then I guess I did do it right. All right. So this is, I won this. I won this on Alicia's channel. And it's called a Peacekeeper Project bag. And I actually wanted to make one of these. I'm hoping I can make one of these. This kind of stuff scares me. You all know that from the retreat. This kind of stuff kind of scares me a bit. But I'm willing to give it a try. I'm never willing to give it a try if I have to buy the stuff. But being that it was a giveaway and I didn't have to buy it, I'm willing to try. So we have that. We have a piece of this and a piece of this. This feels like some kind of sticky stuff. And we have some of this, crayons, this colorful thing, and this. So here we go. This is what we got. This is what look at this. This is a zipper. Zippers terrify me. They do. All right, so we're going to try this. We're going to try this. We're going to give this a shot, just not today. Just not today. So, putting all this away, and hopefully I could figure this out. Can't be too hard, could it? Can you show the pattern? Oh, sure, of course. And there it is. And it's byannie.com. What's in your bag? I'm not going to lie, I'm a little terrified. Alicia has a channel. Alicia has a channel, and I'm probably not going to get it right, so I'm going to post her channel in a post today. It's you know who could probably put it up for me is Deb, because I'm going to get it wrong. It's bird quilting, but I need you to help out this girl. I'm very good with the names, maybe not so good with everything else. Hi, Sherry. All right. I'm exhausted. I don't want to go to work. Who wants to go to work for me? Anybody want to raise their hand? Quilty Bird Quilting. I knew it was quilt and bird, but I thought there was more to it. So Quilty Bird Quilting. Quilty Bird Adventure. I just know her as Alicia. She's a pisser. I love her. She's hysterical. So yesterday on my phone, and I meant to email her this because it was the strangest things. You enjoy making zippy bags? I'm going to have to watch a bunch of tutorials, Regina, because I need to build up my confidence on that. What was I going to say about? Oh, yeah. So I got a notification on my phone, and it said that she was live. And I was like, oh, this is cool. And it was in the morning. And I'm like, and it was like at 8 o'clock. So it was like, I just got off from you guys. And then she was on. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And I go and hit it. And I'm like, what's going on here? It wasn't live. It was a live that she had 3 days ago. I never got a notification that she had a live 3 days ago. I haven't even seen it pop up on my news feed on my subscription feed. And I'm thinking, well, this is strange. And I looked at the notification. It says that she was live now. So it was weird. Yeah, I don't know. I got a 3-day delayed reaction of YouTube that she's live. So yeah, when is your last day of school? The very last day of June 27th. It's so long. Yes, it's so long. So, but today is voting day for school purposes, school voting, you know, when you have to vote for your what is it? I want to say for your school taxes and stuff like that, and school board and that kind of stuff. And we got lots of drama going on, lots of drama here in this community because they're trying to close another school. So they closed my school. Oh, here we go. Ann said YouTube has been messing up for a while on notification. Yeah, well, this was a 3-day mess up. So yeah, so they closed my school, and you know I moved to this school, and now they're trying to close the other school and just make one school, which is the school that I'm in now. So there's all kinds of drama going on there. I'm just trying to stay out of all the drama. I just need to go to work and quilt. I need to quilt. That's what I need to do. I need to spend all my time quilting. My poor honey. It is like the best medicine for me. It makes me just feel so much better. I have to go though. Yes, I have to go. Even though I'm dressed and ready, I'm going to go downstairs and eat. And I have to go. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. If you wouldn't mind, I had 45 people on. I am like, cannot believe that. Thank you so much. If you wouldn't mind clicking the like button on your way out, I would be so appreciative. And take care. Take care of yourself. You're all important. Just remember that. We love you. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow at 7. Bye.